there! Did you know that public speaking is more fear than death itself? I mean, it really doesn't have to be that hard. With just a few tips, you can become an excellent public speaker. And oftentimes, good public speakers are perceived as good leaders. So if you want to be a good leader or get over your fear of public speaking, I recommend that you watch this video. So without further ado, let's get to it.
When do you use public speaking? The first place you can use public speaking is when you're leading a club. For example, if you are a club president, you need to run chapter meetings, so you need to give a presentation, PowerPoint, and that would require public speaking. The second place you'd use public speaking is when you're in an interview. Even though you're not giving a speech, the same skills that you have to use for public speaking, you have to use to talk to adults, to convince them why you should go to the college, why you should get to the job, or why you should get an internship. And the last one is when you're talking with adults. This might seem kind of unorthodox, but you can't just speak to adults in the same way that you speak to your friend. Some of the stuff with public speaking, like your style of speaking, you need to do that when you're talking with adults that maybe you haven't met before or you're meeting for the first time. Here we have a basic speech outline. There are three main parts of a speech that you need to have down in order to have a good speech. The first is the introduction paragraph. With this introduction paragraph, you basically want to have a hook that draws the audience in. Then, towards the end of it, you want to establish the topic and what you're talking for. It's kind of a thesis in English where you state your supporting points. In that, you move into your body. Your body typically should be around 3 paragraphs depending on if you have 3 points. You have your first point and you have evidence for that in that paragraph. Your second point, which also has evidence, and the same thing for the third paragraph. And the third part of a speech is the conclusion. With the conclusion, it doesn't have to be that long. You're just basically recapping your main points. You're talking about your core message. Core message is what you want the audience to get out of it. And then the call to action should be kind of your final sentence. The call to action is, now that the audience has listened to this speech, what should they do about it? Because the audience won't remember everything that you give in a speech. That's why you want to make the call to action very memorable. There are many opportunities to showcase your public speaking talents in competitions. The first example is with FBLA and DECA. FBLA is a business club and DECA is a marketing club, yet many of the competitions that they have require the ability to public speak. Example is in FBLA, they have the public speaking event, which I competed in freshman year. There is also the business presentation event, which I competed sophomore year. The second example are speech events. There are 2 main ones that I'd like to focus on, the first of which is extemp. Extemp stands for extemporaneous speaking, and it is where you're given 30 minutes to prepare and you're given 3 questions to answer. You pick one, you prepare for 30 minutes, and then you deliver a 7-minute speech. All of this is done on tournament day. The second type is impromptu. Now, impromptu speaking, you are given 7 minutes total. You are given a topic, you have to brainstorm your ideas, create your speech, and deliver your speech all in 7 minutes. For example, you could take 1 minute to plan your speech and 6 minutes to give it, but regardless, you have 7 minutes total. And the last example I'd like to talk about is Toastmasters International. With Toastmasters, there are local chapters that you can join or you can create, and you give speeches, you work on your public speaking. There are many tips and great guidelines that they give.
And with that, we've reached the end of this video. If you haven't already, be sure to leave it a like. And if you're looking to improve your public speaking skills, check out our website, confidencecapital.org, to sign up for free mentoring services. So with that, see you next time.